It is Friday, August 26th, and the time is 11 a.m. Just to close out the week, quick video to show what's been going on. I'd held some orders from last week again. This is the beginning of the week, Sunday night. And as we opened up, moved up to my R1, and I went out of this position here specifically, then added a few positions in between. And again, it gets really confusing if I'm holding positions from last week and trying to get out of them and establish new positions. So I'm going to do my very best to exit out of everything either Friday night or at the Sunday open, if possible. This way I can start the week with a new perspective and not have that confusion week in and week out. For a couple of people that follow me and taking trades with me, it's really a very simple approach. All I'm doing is, if we see the red line, we sell, and we see the green line, we buy, and we buy. You know, I have a full position. Let's say you have $1,000 account, you buy 1,000 in here, and if it moves up some more, you buy 500 in here. And if they come back and retest what they should test this line, they move up in here, then you buy another one in here. They come back to this point, you are in the profit or break even, and you can exit both if you need to, or hold on for some more for additional signs of good exits. But with that said, I'm just going to go over the charts and talk about what I did. This was an exit from last week, and it made sense because it was heading R1 and I was out of it. Then a Aed CHF. Let's see. I had oh, look at that. Jeez. Yesterday I took a short in here, which is R2, and like I said, I decided not to take any trades this week. But you know, when they hit R2, you just gotta take them. I mean, it's a low risk trade, with the risk being this much, and the reward being this much. I took it out earlier today. I just wanted to exit everything out, and I took it out in here. I could have held for a little bit more, but that's beside the point. So I was able to make a few additional dollars on this week. So that came in here. Basically, what you have done is here the week, here the levels. You know, I used to have the midpoint in here. I won't put that anymore. We moved up to here. You would buy in here and have another position in here. By now, you're up actually on both positions. You would have been up on this position as well as this one, and you would have exited all being Friday. But I just took that one because I was worried about volatility with the meeting, and ended up going my direction. And you know, usually those levels, I'm thinking, and they just happen to always work out with the news. And my thinking is, someone always knows what's coming up. You know, especially the high-end institutions and the high-end individuals. They usually know, and they pretty much take the trades at those levels as well, knowing that the news it's gonna be going that way. Not most of the time, of course. So I did take this short yesterday. I exited here for I can't remember, for, let's see, is it 67.23 to 30 pips or so. Aed USD, that was a long from last week. Let's see, yeah, I was long from here, got into break even. Could have got exited a little bit better, but it's from here. But those levels again, you can I'm just going to show the levels and show how they work. You know, what you can do is Monday morning, once I set up the levels, which I'll do next week, they just put orders in here, and here. And then again, what I'm doing is I am taking a full position here. Or let's say you have $1,000 account, you take $1,000 in here, and it reaches in here, you take 500. If I decide to skip the R1 because of the news, maybe pending news coming out, I could take a full position in here and see what happens. So this, you could have been short in here, should have been short in here, and that would have made some money going down to this point. I could have held it, and it would have been okay by now. You know, Friday, you want to exit by Friday. Same thing with the okay, let me get this. Okay. Aed New Zealand. I'm holding a short. I took that this morning. Yeah, this morning, and it was hitting R2, and I'm just going for a very small target in here. Being Friday, I want to go to next week with no positions. If it stays here for the next hour or two, I'll just I'll exit. I have it in here. Actually, here, let me do this. Leave it back. Well, I had it earlier. I'm just trying to exit this position, but I'll try to exit it here a little bit as well. AD yen. This was really a good setup in here, and this is only R1. But it worked out really good with the news. It just so happened that the news hit as soon as we hit that level. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes the news just so happened to hit right at those significant levels that a lot of institutions are looking at. And luckily, I'm looking at it as well. So it went up, reached the R1 to the dot, and it dropped from there. That would have been. I didn't take this one. I was going for R2s and S2s. Because of the significant news that we had coming up this morning. So this would have been good for 95.71 to 94.83. That's almost 90 pips in there, but I didn't take it. CAD yen, we didn't really have much anything going on there. We didn't hit any of the levels. CAD Swiss did do well if he had taken it before the news, or even like this morning as well. R1 would have done really well. He could have sold in here. If he missed it in here, you have no chance. Sometimes it's overnight, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, you're sleeping in the US. And you can take it in here sometimes. So you have plenty of opportunities. Or better yet, when the market is open on Monday, Sunday night, Monday, you go ahead and place those limit orders and then leave them. You put a limit order in here and another one in here if you want to, or you just leave one for now, and the stop here somewhere above both levels. And just leave it. And it would have been picked up, and now we've been in a nice, from 74.55 to 74.10, 40 pip profit. Swiss yen, that's also worked out good. We opened up in here. This is the beginning of the week. Moved down to S1. Plenty of opportunities to get in, and it can really give you a lot of hate. Only this one would have given you 141.60 to about 40 pips worth of risk. I used to do about 150 pips in stop loss. Now I'm doing about 1%. And leaving it at that, which is about 90 pips, or depending on the pair. So it moved up from here, and you would have been good. I would have exited here somewhere, probably. This level here held in here, so it would have been a good place to exit from here. But for some reason, I didn't take this one. I don't know why I didn't take it. Pound AUD, we had, this is this week. We had S1 giving you some heat, and now it's moving back up. If you had taken it, pound CAD didn't do much of anything at all in the midpoint. Pound yen, same, nothing here. Nothing on the pound. I keep putting this open weak lines in and they disappear for some reason. I still have to get the hang of this platform. It's the online platform. Pound New Zealand, nothing. Euro AED, I think I was short from last week, and I finally exited. Oh no, I think I can't remember what I did. I think I may have taken a loan here somewhere and exited in here. But this you could have taken this, but you could have taken a lot of heat. You could have taken from 43.91 to 42, almost 100 pips worth of. You could have most probably been stopped out of this position, and those stops will happen. I think I did put an order in here to fill at expecting the news to fill me in news this morning, but it didn't go down. I wasn't filled, so nothing here. Yeah, Euro Swiss, and nothing. We didn't reach any of the levels. Euro CAD. This one I took a long in here, and I think I exited here somewhere. I can't remember. I'll show the statements now with all the transactions, and we'll show everything that was open and closed. But along here would have done good. We're taking minimum amount of risk, and it would have been good to exit right over here somewhere at this point. This area in here, it came in, tested this area, and it should continue. But you know, you've been out. It doesn't matter at this stage. Plus, again, on Friday, I will do my very best to exit everything and not just have to hold anything through next week. Euro New Zealand, I was long in here, and I took profit in here. When it came back to this point, I didn't take it again, but it would have been a great trade to take this one here again. I would have done really well for 60.50 to 62.50, almost 200 pips. That's not bad. Euro USD, I was long here on this one, and I took a little bit of profit, came back, gave me another opportunity to go long. I didn't take it, and that would have been good for some profit. Exit would have been here somewhere, this area. Of course, the optimum exit is back to here, but those don't happen a lot unless there's major news going on. Euro yen, I was long. I need to stop marking my arrows. I don't have. I think I was long in here, and I exited in here because just I was getting frustrated with other positions and just wanted to clean up all my trades. Euro pound, we had. I was short from last week because it was heading high levels, and I covered over here. And again, that's why the reason again don't like to take positions, because what happened is I've been short and I exited. So I'm thinking about the trade from the previous week. If I had started with this week, not having anything, not looking at anything else, then the common sense trade for me would be, let's say, start the week this way, is to put a limit long in here and just take the small, or taking minimum amount of heat as well. It gives me plenty of opportunities to enter this trade. And that's from 84.21 to 85. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Anyway, New Zealand yen. Zoom in, we didn't have anything there. New Zealand CAD, it's in the middle, nothing. That's right. New Zealand Swiss, I had passed on R1, but it would have done really good in here. Then it gave me another chance, and I could have taken it again, I'm sure, and it would have done obviously really good. But I decided to go with R2 in here, didn't fill it. So if I had stuck with my rules, being take the R1, and you know, it would have gone my way. I would have actually made my 5% for the week. Of course, I didn't make it this week and last week. New Zealand USD. I was short from last week, I think, and I closed it out. US Swiss had given me some really good trades in here. It came in, let's open up the week, in here. It touched R1 and would have given me some profit. Yen was okay. Opened up in here. I put a long. Now I think I was out from the previous week. I was long. And I close it out in here. I think so. I can't remember. But if I'd taken just this week alone, I would have touched this one and moved up from there. Not a lot, but still been a decent trade. CAD has been also doing very well. And I even spoke with a friend of mine this morning, and I was saying to him that he wanted to take a trade. I said, we're better off not taking a trade on Friday because we're going to have new levels. But if I had to take a trade, I would, for example, go ahead and take, and he wanted to take a loan, take this USD CAD. And I actually set it in here at 29.09, 29.10, let's say. Now it's up 90 pips in no time at all. So you can take trades on Friday, but this Friday is unusual because of the news. So with that said, I'm just going to close out of this one, and I'm done for the week. I'm up. Started the week. Let's see. Let me get my statement. I started the week on this level, about 3,400, and I'm up 3,414. Not much of anything really, just a little bit of profit. I had some gains, I had some losses as well, and I closed out of everything. Next week I'll start with new levels. One thing I did want to show is, I'm still short the market, and this is my think or swim, because I can't get the index data, the macros data on Oanda for the MES, MNQ. It also is still doing good. I'm still short. I'm holding a fairly large short position, and I added to it all through this crazy up move that we've seen the past few days from no reason whatsoever, even yesterday and the day before, which doesn't make any sense. So I've been short, so that's why I haven't been really showing the micro charts. But if I had just started the week in here and looked at the buying in here, of course you might have missed it. I usually place them, especially with the micros, you place them above the level a little bit and take some heat, trade a small position. But I had taken a long in here, it would have done really well up to the midpoint again. And if I had even in here at the support at 41.06, I've taken a long in here, and this is what I only bought, doesn't show it. It actually moved up from here about 20 points. You could have done 20 points from this level 41.06 and took some profit and being a Friday out there. So that's it for the week, and I will do my levels for next week.